Bonnie's decided to join us today. Do you have any commentary for us today? Solid. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Very excited to be reacting to RWBY 9 chapter 5. Also very nervous, but not as nervous as I was last week, but I am very excited still. We've been seeing like a lot these previous chapters from what was showed in like the trailer, what was showed in the intro. So we still have bits and pieces that we need to get to, but I think like after chapter 7 we're gonna be pretty clueless, so not looking forward to that. I like knowing what's happening. In terms of this chapter, I tweeted out something stupid and I'm gonna keep tweeting it out until it comes to fruition because I need to be right. Plain and simple. I'm very excited to see what we're gonna get into with this episode. I know that the length is 16 minutes, I believe, so it's a little bit of a shorter one today.
Very short one.
Very short one, yeah. We're normally used to like 30 minutes or, well, not with RWBY, but other shows and stuff, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But RWBY is one of those unique cases that they can do a nice short and sweet episode and get the message across. Anything that you have to say?
I just want to watch it.
Solid, me too. Our YouTube reaction should be live for chapter 4, so go check that out. I'll put a little thing here or on this side. I don't know which side it's gonna be. It's gonna be on one of these sides though. Again, Patreon, that's gonna be linked down below. Also gonna be putting in a blurb, $1 a month. Again, no pressure, but it would really help out with getting new equipment and things of that nature. We really want an actual camera. I really want an actual camera. So please, if you can support, go ahead and do it. Even if support is just retweeting one of my stupid tweets, it means the world to me. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't want to blabber on too long for this intro. I genuinely do not know what's going to happen this chapter, because last chapter we were very like, okay, we're gonna go see the caterpillar, and this chapter I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. People are very like, Jean's gonna be here. So anyways, I'm just excited to get into it and see what exactly is gonna go down. Let's not linger, let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, just popping in to let you know that I officially started a Patreon, so this was a long time coming. The link will be in the description below. You can get early access content and exclusive content for just $1 a month, such as these reactions that you're seeing right now. So please pledge if you can. Okay, now back to the reaction.
Why do I look kind of good?
You always look kind of good.
I don't believe that's true.
That is such an insult. I hate when no, I'm not cutting this out. I hate when she says, I'm so ugly, I don't know why you chose me, and then that's an insult to my choices. Like, that's mean to me.
That's very selfish.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. We'll see if the subtitles are finally working. Probably not, because Crunchyroll sucks. Crunchyroll, please sponsor me. Thank you. Also, shout out to Arnold. You really sung the fuck out of this shit, and I'm like, could not be me.
I know he had the like backup vocals
yeah.
and harmonizing.
I had your reaction on our TV, and I just heard like backup vocals. I was like, what's going on?
Takes talent, man.
Period. So it's like, are we going here now, or going to the bridge? Are we meeting the rusted night? I don't think we're getting the clouds. As much as I would love that, I want to be a chapter 6 truther so bad.
I feel like it's gonna be later than that. It's just my opinion.
That's so rude. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my bumblebee necklace today.
I fixed it. It was broken.
I'll link down below their little Etsy shop and everything, but a couple made it for me. They're wonderful. Anyways, screaming time.
Do you need these?
Possibly. Could you hold them?
So you're not like...
Oh my god, Yang, why do you look so good? I see one frame of her and I'm already like...
The four of you.
The neon is...
Not always the case in the ever after.
I know.
You're the one who ditched us in the first place. Which, by the way, was how we ended up in that mushroom house to begin with.
I just want...
You know, where that delirious caterpillar guy tried to drug us and then was swallowed up by a freaking hole in the ground?
Yes, yes.
Let
Alex
say...
had a similar reaction the
Let
first
her
time
say...
she saw someone return to the ever after. But it's not how it seems. Well, I suppose it is. But not the way you think. If you think like Alex. Which it seems like you do. Aha. We're here.
Where are we?
Some glowing mushroom world, apparently. Fucking Mario Land.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we saw this in the trailer, too.
Oh my god.
That is so pretty.
Better run.
Oh, the little hop.
So,
I keep forgetting that they're still
going
slow.
to explain to us how a giant caterpillar
I
disappeared.
know, I'm like, when are they gonna get big again?
When we break or wear out or simply finish what we were made to do, we're called back. But Herb, his heart was too weak to listen. So I gave him a little bit of mine.
Oh.
Is he dead?
Oh, no. Well, maybe a little bit,
Oh?
but not at all.
Ugh, which is it?
Now that Herb's properly returned, he'll be fixed up nice and made into the Herb he wanted to be when he was still Herb. Then he'll come back and find his purpose. Could be the same as before.
So it's like a restart menu.
Where are the birds?
When
Yeah.
Herb comes back, will he remember anything?
What would be the point of that?
Oh my god.
Just like Alex, you lot. I know, where you're from, things die. But we're just not like you at all. We ascend.
Yeah,
Herb will have
reborn.
a purpose again.
Oh my god.
That's impossible. Things have to die someday.
Girl, you're literally...
Goodness, no.
Why?
Though I suppose there is a creature. No. That's not the sort of thing you talk about in polite company.
Huh? Oh, there's the
Wait.
Birdman.
So, what happened to Herb? Is that what happened to the king?
Come on, try our mud cookies. They're delicious.
Mike cookies.
It was all very sad. The Red King couldn't cope when he lost to Alex. A crying mess. Thankfully, he was called back and fixed up. And now he's the prince you met.
Fixed up. The prince was worse.
Yeah.
The prince isn't supposed to be nice. He's meant to play the game and win. No matter what.
So, that's why
No
he
growth.
cheats when the Red King didn't. But that still doesn't explain why the Red Prince was so much meaner.
While the prince may not remember Alex's deception after ascending, the heart
This is so
very
neat.
rarely forgets.
But there
Sure.
was nothing about Ascension in the story.
Of course not! Exposition is terribly boring. Even this conversation was, on the whole, rather tedious.
I wonder what else Alex left out.
Well, to make a Grogan
Oh,
parfait, one needs a
not
bushel
her
of
looking at
ivy, one good-sized
Yang.
spicy
She's
potato,
a
the
lot.
lint off a Wickham sweater. Ethel's dragons and more should have that, which is right next to.
Because Yang
never
still hasn't
remember
told
all
them
of
about her
that.
mom.
I can procure those. But there's another ingredient we must have that's only available on the 3rd level. Some nose hair from a leprechaun.
Ew.
What if you retrieve that while I go get the rest?
Sure, I guess so.
Wonderful. Look for the teapot lady. She'll have it. Now off you go.
Teapot lady. In the opening, we saw Neo with the little teapot. So now I'm nervous.
No.
Guess I'd better go with the cat so they don't get distracted by a shiny doorknob and never come back. I'll go with you.
Get
Of course you will.
possible from any nose hairs,
Literally.
please.
I'll go with you, Ruby.
Aww. Besties.
Nice try, kitty.
But we're coming along.
Aww. Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah, I was like,
You-
they're about to fall asleep in 2 seconds.
You're not gonna last.
Oh, that'd be so comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Teapot lady,
You're so right. It's gonna be her. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh. 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 No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Oh. Oh, I hate it. Ooh.
I know.
Does
Oh, is this
that
the forge lady?
interest you?
This is the forge lady.
I
Oh, this is so cool.
thought this was lost forever. How do you have it?
Nothing. No one is ever truly lost. And what of you?
Why are they playing with her?
Are you lost?
Oh,
No,
she's
no.
so
I just
mysterious.
my friends went somewhere else.
You're doing this all alone?
Ruby, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Are you her guide, little one?
Yes.
Why does she look
Ruby
like
is
she
my
has
friend,
Thor's
and I want to
hammer?
help her get home.
Why does she look like what?
Even
She
though
has
I don't
Thor's
know where
hammer.
that is or how to get
It's
there.
true.
Hmm.
I know Thor's hammer is really.
Yeah, she's completely metal.
Carrying a rather large burden with you.
Oh, she was the one who said that. You see, like she's made all out of metal.
Mm-hmm.
I can handle it.
If you change your mind, you may choose any one of these you like. And set your burden down.
Oh, Alex, her
I already
dagger.
have a weapon. I did.
And yet, here you are, searching for something else that you do not even know.
Ruby? Who are you talking to? Did you retrieve
Wait,
the note
Summer
here?
was there?
Try our mud cookies. They're delicious. You don't want to miss them.
Wait,
No, not just yet.
hold on. Hold on, I'm sorry, I have to pause because I want to talk over the chapter. But they're all reflecting of people who had been there. Penny obviously wasn't there, but her sword fell. And then Alex's dagger, and then her mom's weapon, which I need to go back and look at that. It looked kind of like a scythe, but kind of not.
That's what I thought.
It was like a scythe axe kind of thing. It was like smaller, definitely. So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like piece everything together. I know people hate pausing, but I just don't want to talk over the chapter. So Summer was here, or Summer is here. Summer's still here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Ruby, come on. We got everything else. I'm sorry.
I'll say you're
Is that
sorry.
the teapot lady?
Best mud cookies you've ever had.
Okay.
Welcome to Things and Things. How
Whew.
can I help you?
Looking for nose hairs? No, not the ogre ones.
Damn.
He's like, what's that? Oh, so pretty.
Festival.
Jabberwocker! It's a Jabberwocker!
Oh, danger.
I gotta pack shop up.
We need those leprechaun nose hairs.
No time.
Here, I'll give you this. It carries a mother's promise.
Take it.
This is exceedingly bad.
Wait, what's a Jabberwocker?
It's a truly terrible creature. If the Jabberwocker
The guy
eats one
you
of
faced
us,
before.
we do not ascend.
How do we make the parfait thing?
So that's your death.
You die there.
Toss everything in here. But be careful. Eat too much and we'll have to shrink you back again. And that's a completely different potion.
They're like, I will gladly eat that.
It wasn't enough.
Eat more.
Keep eating!
Why are we taking our time?
Oh my god.
There's like,
Oh.
no! No!
There's still some. There's still some in the cup. There's still some in the cup.
As long as he doesn't eat it, yeah, he's gonna get bigger.
Oh god. I didn't even realize that. Oh, we're so screwed. Oh, come on, Birdman.
I gave him something new to do for the moment. Now go. Your friends need to get big again, or we're Jabberwocker dinner.
Hurry, hurry. Why does it look kind of like a...
Thank you, Birdman.
like a Pokemon a little bit.
Wait, the bunny, wait. Is that Sean? Is that Sean? Is that Sean?
No, it's a...
No, that has to be Sean. That has to be Sean.
It's the rusted knight. Get the parfait.
That has to be Sean.
Where do you get that outfit? I don't know.
Finally.
Maybe we found it.
Ah!
Yes.
Ruby, follow me.
Come on, new music.
We're gonna do this whole fight scene, and then at the end, he's gonna reveal himself. It has to be.
That's spoiling. That's my girl. That's my girl.
I wasn't done with you yet.
Ooh. Come on, teamwork. Come on.
Oh!
That's my girl.
Yo.
What? There's
What?
supposed to be one.
Oh, mother of God.
What?
Oh.
Run!
Yeah, that sounds like Sean. Like muffled.
Ruby,
I can't explain it.
Go. We'll hold them off.
Oh. I'm nervous.
Oh my god. Oh, that shot is so cool. Oh. I hope y'all are alright.
Oh yeah.
The sword! what did I say?
Are they really having them in the same episode?
Oh, she's having trauma.
Oh.
This was not your fault, Weiss. This was not your fault.
Oh my god, this is... wow.
I am so tired of leaving places in ashes.
I know. So maybe he doesn't remember who he is?
I don't know, there's
driving me crazy.
a lot to unravel here.
I can't believe
Even
it.
they're like,
The rusted knight.
who are you?
In person.
You did good, Juniper.
Juniper.
Team. You finally made it.
Hello?
Ooh,
Hello?
the ponytail?
I know, why is Jice? Why is John kind of eating?
So he's been there a minute.
He's been there a minute. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Woo! This episode was a lot.
I got the hoodie string in my coffee.
I'm sorry.
It's just like sitting there.
You're just soaking in. Oh my god, he has such a cool design.
I mean, the hair has grown.
He looks so good though. He looks like a warrior. Oh, this was so good. I love this episode. So I have the chapter pulled up in front of us just so we can like kind of go through and keep on track of what we want to talk about. You want to talk about like the neon colors? that we started off with the mushrooms, as you pointed that out.
I did point it out because I thought it was freaking cool. I just love the different, and you talked about it a lot, the different like sections that they're going through.
The acres.
And each one of them is so different, but not.
Yeah.
And this was just, I love it.
I like the, like, specifically the shading on the different mushrooms because it is neon and they could very easily just, like, be like neon yellow, neon green. But they made sure there was textures and shading on them. So I thought that was just a really, really cool touch. And then obviously our characters are still small. So we have that problem going on. And we started heading towards, I can't even tell what it is. Like, I want to call it a tree because it's like a tree of some sort. It's like a spiral.
Like a spiral tower.
Yeah.
And it's being held by, like, it looks like pillars, right? There's pillars and then there's different levels, but it's spiraling upward into this flower.
Yeah.
Right? And the flower is where they end up, right? At the very end.
Yeah, because that's where Jean is stationed. So I'm like, how did Jean get there? Did he fall, like, here first? Or, you know, something happened. I don't know. And we finally make it to this place. And I thought this Birdman that comes up, I thought he was going to be bad just because in the trailer you see him, like, flying at you. And so you're like, oh, he's going to be, like, one of the antagonists. He's going to come chew our heads off. But he actually ended up being very helpful. And I just hope he's okay. Which, that was an interesting point that the cat was bringing up, was just, like, we don't have this concept of death here. Like, death is so different, it's trivial, like, that's just not something we do. Instead, we ascend, which I thought was a unique choice of words. Being reborn, and not, you don't die, right? You don't end the life, like, you're going into another one. So I thought it was just a really unique touch, and I like that kind of perspective. I think a bunch of people think that when we die, we just get reborn as something different. And that's reincarnation. Oscar. Period. Unlike Oscar, like, we forget our past lives, and so they're doing the same here where they're forgetting who they used to be. But the unique thing about them is they're still, like, the same person, just with a new story.
But is their purpose the same? Because with the prince and the king, it seemed like they had the same goal.
Yeah.
The king was reborn into a prince who was now smaller and mean, but the goal was the same, where it was like, we have to win no matter what. So, is that with everyone?
That was what I was wondering too, is like, your purpose remains the same, but you as a person, like, even if you're quote-unquote reborn, you're still going to change. So is that fair to expect everyone to have this purpose? Like, is it fair to expect Ruby to, in every single life, to be the hero, to be the person who knows what to do, when that's just not realistic? And I think a big point of this volume that we're going to, like, really nail in is that Ruby doesn't have a purpose. Like Ruby specifically does not have a purpose. Like, her purpose isn't to be this main character, isn't to be this hero, isn't to end Salem. She's just there because she wants to help and support, and because she's a caring person. But that's ultimately, your purpose doesn't make you who you are. I thought that whole talk was very interesting. I love all this animating. I'll have to see who did it, but of the cat, like, walking just, like, everywhere, but still being able to hear the cat, like, when we're having that conversation. Because normally when characters move away from us, like, you know, we have the echo where they're further away and we can hear their voice in the distance. Theirs was bright and clear and everything like that. I don't know, I really love that animation touch and how much characters are putting into this cat. Again, Robbie Daymond is absolutely killing it as this cat. It's so great. I love this moment where Blake and Weiss are still, like, or they get put back onto Ruby's shoulder and then Yang is just standing there in the palm of her hand. I thought that was really funny. And just kind of the cat going around to everyone's stand and just messing stuff up.
You're like,
yeah,
that's not what we need.
That is literally, one of them is sleeping over here, but that is literally our two cats, as they will jump up on counters and just knock stuff down.
It is the epitome of what a cat is.
It is, yeah. While it's... Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck your shit. Fuck you.
It literally is, though, because, like, again, like, what I love about the Curious Cat is, like, it's this fantastical character. It's one of our guides in the story and everything, but it still acts like a cat.
Yeah.
So I love that personally.
At the end of the day, always a cat.
Cats are gonna be cats. Seeing the scene of Ruby walking towards, she's supposed to be finding, I think it was the leprechaun's nose hair, that was her mission, and seeing her walking towards wherever she's supposed to go to, I think it was like the third store or something like that. I love the point of when they reach the Rusted Knight, though, and how the Rusted Knight points out that the mouse is her guide. I thought that was really neat, because a lot of people have been saying that little represents the little hope that Ruby has left, and that's why she's like on her shoulder all the time. They're on their shoulder all the time.
Was that the rest of the night?
Not the rest of the night. It was like the blacksmith. I think I don't know if they brought her up, but I don't think she was a part of the original story. But she's obviously a prominent character within this story because Alex visited her. She has Alex's dagger. So
Forager, right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, forager. Well, I don't know. I would just say a blacksmith. In D&D terms, you would just say we're visiting the blacksmith. We're visiting a mercenary, something like that.
The reason why I want to say forager is because that show Forge and Fire, where it's like the competition where they build the swords, and that's what that, like, that's the first thing that I think of. So I'm like, forager?
Yeah.
But is it a forager where you go and like look for stuff? Whatever.
But
blacksmith.
that woman is made of complete metal, just completely out of metal. So I think that's the coolest thing. And now that we've seen that Jean has been the resemblant Rusted Knight, it's like, well, could we have other characters that are resemblant other characters in the story now? Like, we have that confirmation, basically. So I'm like, I wonder if this blacksmith is representative of anyone we know, because we saw Summer in her weapon. Summer's weapon is there. And so I'm like, is that Summer? Is Summer somewhere here? Like, I don't know, because
we don't know it.
No.
We don't know what happened to her.
No one knows what happened to her. All we know is that she left her mission and never came back. That's end of the day, period. That's what happened. Literally no one knows. And I think it's so suspicious because normally someone would catch a drift of what's happening, like with your friend or your partner or whatever. And I think especially like Ozpink, I would feel like he would be in the know about what was going on with her. So it's interesting to me that he knows nothing. Maybe he knows nothing about the ever after. He just knows it's a story. So is Summer stuck here? Like, it just so I'm team Summer's not dead for sure, and I don't think that's being like delusional or anything like that, just because Summer has such a huge part to play in the story, and I think it'd be really cool if they brought her back in this way. And Ruby giving up her emblem from her mom, like, that was just heartbreaking.
That makes a lot of sense though if they were to bring her back.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing her in the weapon, that's kind of like a first sign, but a lot of people may see that and be like, oh, it's just like maybe she was here kind of thing, whatever. But for her to give up her emblem, which is fairly important, I mean, it probably means a lot to her. Yeah. It would make sense for her to like give that up, and then for wherever in the season or volume that they were to quote quote bring her back, it would kind of make sense, right? Yeah. Because it's like, oh, she's giving this away and she's just never going to see her mom, you know? Yeah. You see what I'm trying to like put together? No, absolutely. Like, she's giving away this big thing, and then I feel like, you know, if her mom were to be brought back, it would make a lot of sense, because it's like, oh, but she's still around. Yeah. So you're not really losing. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but catch my drift.
Yeah, I'm catching your drift, and it's like they have to have a bigger part for Summer, like, coming up soon, just because she's been talked about so much as of recently. There's no way that they're just gonna like bring her up and be like, well, I don't know.
Actually, she's we don't know.
Yeah, she just died, so they're not gonna do that.
That
like,
would suck.
That would be a bad example of under the rug writing, and I don't believe that the writers are capable of that at all. I have too much faith in them. Love y'all. Ruby's purpose on Remnant has been based around her mom. Her mom was the hero. Her mom was this legendary warrior. Her mom was the team leader. Her mom was this, and that, right? It's kind of a form of generational trauma, where it's like you're being compared to this person you didn't even really know, and you have to live up to those expectations, because if you fall short, then people are going to be like, oh, you know, like disappointed in you. And I think that Ruby is really feeling that, and I'm glad that that's being addressed, because it's like, that's not fair. That's not fair to compare yourself to, even if they are your mom or your sibling or your best friend. That's not fair to compare yourself to someone with a completely different story than you. And so I really like that point that they're nailing into the story as well. I think that's super important, because at the end of the day, Ruby is a Rose, but she's not Summer Rose. It's so annoying. But this metal blacksmith lady, I thought her design was so cool. I love her voice. I want to know more about her. I think it's so cool that like she's not a part of the map. You know,
Yeah.
like when you play a game and you have your story that you're supposed to go to, and then it's like Doki Doki Literature Club where you can like break off and you're like, holy shit, I don't think I was supposed to be here. I love that. I love that little added effect of like even Little being like, I don't think we're supposed to be here. I don't think this is part of the story that we're supposed to go down right now. I'm very curious as to what kind of role she's going to play.
And the fact that she was like, you know, you can always come back if there's something here that you like.
Yep.
It just brings us back to Summer's weapon. I mean, is she gonna come back for that? I mean, Penny's weapon was there, and you have the dagger. Those are the big three. Is something gonna bring Ruby back for her?
So we still don't know where Crescent Rose is. So I'm like, I wonder if this blacksmith is gonna find Crescent Rose and do something with it. I'm sorry that I bring up so many references, but I can't help it. Avatar Season 3, when Aang burns his original glider, I think is one of the most powerful pieces of media that's ever been shown, especially for like a kid show. I think that was beautifully written. And so having something like that with Ruby, where she's kind of like burning away that past purpose of herself, of holding herself to this standard that's just unrealistic, would be so beautiful. So I wonder how Crescent Rose is going to play into that, if she's just going to leave Crescent Rose or abandon Crescent Rose or anything like that, because that's like volume 1, she said weapons are an extension of ourselves, and I think that kind of needs to be explored a little bit more, and this is such a great opportunity to do that. Oh, also the transition into meeting that lady was really creepy and just well done.
So we find the teapot lady, not who we originally thought it was gonna be, because we thought it was gonna be Neo because of the teapot in the intro. And it didn't really give us much to go off of, so it's like when we hear teapot and we see teapot, put two and two together. It's not Neo. It's an actual teapot lady, and she's got the leprechaun. What is it?
Leprechaun nose hairs,
which was the final thing, because they meet up at the teapot lady, and that was the final thing that they need, because the cat and the rest of the crew found everything else, and then it leads us into what happens next.
Yeah, well, the girls are trying to grow, and then parfait gets thrown and all this stuff. But as soon as I saw that bunny running towards us, like when the Jabberwocker fight started, I was like, I know who this is, because in the intro there's that bunny and there's the Rested Knight right next to it. And then people were also speculating way back when the trailer first came out, because you can see Jean's shoe like in one of the frames. So I was like, that is 100% Jean. Like that's just the perfect way to have him come back, and not it to be like awkward at first or anything like that. And after the whole talk of like, well, a person can be reborn and this and this and that, I'm like, what'd they do to him?
I know.
I'm so curious.
He looks like he's been through it. I want to hear his story. I want to hear how long he's fucking been there. I mean, he's got a ponytail going on.
Yeah.
He's got a beard. I think the last time we saw him, he had the fucking really short haircut.
Oh yeah, like it was the like Chad, the bananas.
Yeah.
Oh god, if I can find that video of my mom calling John's hair bananas, I will put that in, because that was the funniest thing. What do you think his hair looks like?
Like whipped ice.
Again, to bring up another reference, I'm so sorry, but if anyone's seen She-Ra season 4, reminds me of King Micah when he was lost in the like forest. Remember Glimmer's dad?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, oh, is that what happened to him? Like, you know, what's going on to him? Because he was like in this fantastical world. He was stuck by himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mr. Man's hair could not have grown that fast. Like, he's one of those men who like grows one chest hair like per year. So there's no way. I'm just like, how long has time passed for him? Because he seems like grown up. His voice dropped, like all that stuff, and I'm like, oh god, like what are we gonna do from here? Like, this is so weird.
And then you have, where did you get the rabbit? Where did you get the outfit?
Well,
Like,
his outfit looks like his armor, just like
worn down.
But it also could be from like the blacksmith lady. It looks damaged. It looks like it, again, like it's been through some shit. Maybe he found it from the Rusted Knight, something like that, and he took it because he needed some armor. I don't know. But it just brings up the question of how is time moving so differently for everyone? Because it's like the first person that we saw who landed was Ruby, and she was not the first person who fell. But Yang had been there for a while, but Yang hasn't gone through some aging. So it's like, it's so weird how time is working in this.
Well, that's why, like, with that clock in the beginning,
yeah,
this is a very, like you said, time, it seems like time's different for everyone.
Yeah.
But how does that work?
Yeah.
How does that work? Does it coincide with, like, what you've been through or what you... I don't know. There's, like... I feel like there's so many, like, things and possibilities it could be. Also, can you put, like, right here, Leanne's reference count? And every time you reference something, just ping. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want you to do that.
I've watched and read a lot of things, and things remind me of other things, so I always...
She remembers.
I always wonder if things have connections, you know? I'm always like, oh, I wonder if they saw this one episode of She-Ra and they're like, you know what, this is a cool idea. I don't know. It could happen. Any you a She-Ra fan? Let me know. Like, I don't know. I genuinely just like to, like, connect things and see how it goes. But also the part I find interesting about Jean coming back is he remembered Team Ruby, and he named his bunny Juniper. So, like, he remembers some things of Remnant. It's just so weird because he didn't introduce himself when he first came. Maybe he was like, oh shit, like, there's Ruby, like, I killed her bestie, like, this is a little awkward. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just so like, how is this all gonna be explained? I can't wait to see all the takes on Twitter of people going into this stuff, because people on Twitter just be using their big brains sometimes
opposite,
sometimes the very opposite when it comes to John. I'm very neutral on him, but I think he is an integral part of the story, and I'm so excited to see, like, what they're gonna do with him in the ever after. And obviously now he's with our gang, so I'm nervous because they've aged him up. There could be a very likely possibility that he just stays there, which would break Nora and Ren's heart. I'm sorry, I'm speaking so much. I'm just like, this is a 16-minute episode, remind you, and we're like dissecting it this far. My last point that I want to bring up, though, is this gonna correlate with, like, my time theory with Vacuo. Like, is Vacuo moving slower than we are? Is Vacuo moving faster than we are? Like, have our characters grown up? Have they been through some stuff? And then when we come back, we're gonna be like, oh my god, you have a beard. I don't know. I think that'd be an interesting concept to explore, or if no time has passed at all. I think that'd be really
interesting.
Yeah. And then John's just there with a beard and everything, and we're just like, okay.
Watch him be like, oh, I just used some, like, growth.
Literally. He was like, I'm just trying out a new look.
I've only been here like a week or something.
But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling on now because we've been talking for so long, and I know editing this is gonna be complete hell. This has been one of my favorite chapters, so I'll have to see how this aligns with my ranking. I'm gonna try to put my rankings at the end of every video because I've been doing it on Twitter, but I want to put it here as well too for reference. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help. We really want to hit 500 subscribers so we can do a fun little Q&A or just something to celebrate that. So tell your friends, your uncles, your fish's cousin, you know, whoever you need to.
Your toe's best friend.
Your toe's best friend, that's important.
Go follow our socials.
They're linked down below, especially Alexis's Instagram account. It's really cool. Go check it out. Go to the Patreon again, link down below. You're gonna get this reaction either tonight, which is Saturday night, or anytime during Sunday, but usually as quick as possible. And again, it would mean a lot.
One point I do want to make is I would love to put more on Patreon, but I don't know what. But her Twitter is suggesting things. I don't know.
Literally, yeah. If you guys have any, like, on YouTube, Twitter, if you're like, oh my gosh, I have such a great idea for your Patreon, there's something I want to see from you. I do singing. You know, Alexis does graphic design. Like, if you need thumbnails done or anything like that, just, like, let us know. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys so much. I adore you guys. It really means the world that I have people that care. We can talk about stuff like this. I think it's really neat. But anyways, be gay.
Do crimes.
And we'll see y'all a little bit later. Bye. Why does John's making me question my sexuality a little bit. Hey.